Hey Cancers, this week we are in our last week of Taurus season, and at the end of this week we're going to be moving into Gemini season. So the energy is really changing. We've gone through a very earthy period. We also had this Taurus and Scorpio eclipse, which was the last one in that set. So there is a feeling of kind of endings happening where we're closing out a chapter, and you know, this has been going on actually for weeks, if not months. And so now we are moving into fresh energy, and it does feel a little bit lighter. Right, Gemini for you is really about kind of reaching out to friends, seeing how you can connect with people, network a little bit in your career maybe, or networking in general, just kind of like feeling connected to people. This might mean that you are a little bit busier, you've got a little bit more kind of social life going on, or a little bit more like expectations from people, you know, like there is just more happening. It's kind of a busier energy, but it's also a really exciting an interesting energy as well, because Gemini is very much like wanting to kind of like see what's going on here and see what's going on there, and this can be really good for you in terms of your career and also for your mental health as well, because it's going to give you a little bit more of a lighter kind of like exciting dynamic to your life rather than the kind of slightly heavier energy of Taurus season. So your cards for this week are, okay, we've got the Hanged Man and the Four of Swords. So this is suggesting that there is a little period of rest happening for you just before we move into Gemini season. So this is the last week of Taurus season. Like I said, make sure that you are really resting. Make sure that you are really like making use of this last week, because this is like earth energy where it's kind of like, okay, are you feeling rooted? Are you feeling grounded? Are you giving yourself enough indulgence, pleasure, self-care, enough food, enough sleep, you know, these basic necessities, because you're going to need those while we move into Gemini season. So guys, if you want a reading, there are links below. Otherwise, subscribe and I'll see you next week.